I always tell the story of when I was at HBS. There was, at the end of the year, when you graduated at Harvard Business School, back in the old days, they published your name. Get a load of this. They published your GPA, your grade point average. They published where you were going to work.
What?
Yes, this is the old days, 88. They published where you were going to work, and they published your starting salary.
What?
Yes.
That is kind of
Retro.
crazy, but like also amazing because then
Right.
you know what everybody's starting salary is.
So there were these 7 guys in my class, not class of 88, who oddly had their GPA, and then there was no information on where they were going to work or what they were going to make. And these were like BMOCs. These were like finance bros. These are guys who had been at Goldman.
Wait, what is a BMOC?
A big man on campus.
Okay.
These were like, chest thumping famous guys on campus. And I was like, so I said to a friend of mine, I called them the Magnificent Seven because they always these fabulous guys. And I said, wait, what's going on with the Mag 7? There's no job or nothing.
There's no number.
He said, yeah, I heard they're all moving out to Silicon Valley. And I said, now remember, we were writing our finals in those days by hand. And I said, what's Silicon Valley? And he said, I think it's near San Francisco. And I said, oh, why are they moving there? And he said, I think they like golf. And I was like, we had no idea. But they were betting on themselves. They all went on to become billionaires. They all went out to Silicon Valley in 88, joined or started companies.
Made Silicon Valley
They did.
Silicon Valley.
And they said, screw the voices. We don't care what it says in the graduation. They didn't care. They bet on themselves and they left. What a lesson I learned from that. What a lesson. They were just 0 Fs given. They were going out to where they were just out to, this was a mega trend and we had no idea. And they just walked right into it. I still think about the guts that it took.
When it wasn't cool to be a Silicon Valley tech bro.
I didn't even know what Silicon Valley was.